The common problem with most TradingView indicators is that many of these indicators are always late in timing, and by the time they give you a signal, the market move is already gone and over. And that's exactly why you need to pay a very good attention to this indicator that I'm about to teach you right now. Now, take a look at this trade right here. This indicator caught the exact moment the trend changed. No lag, no delay, only a pure profit. And check this trade out too. Another perfect signal. And here we also have another successful trade. The interesting part of this indicator is that this indicator does not only catch trends, it gives you different ways to trade them. And the best part is that it really works. Now, before we move further into how this indicator works, the settings, and the various strategies that we are going to be trading them with, give us a like on this video and subscribe to our channel if you are new here. Now, Tradingtrybe soldiers, let's get down into this business. Of course, the first thing you want to do is to open your TradingView app. Select the currency pair you like, or maybe stocks or crypto that you want to trade, and choose the time frame that you trade with. And when you're done, you click on indicators, and then you type in 0, lag trend, signals. Make sure you select the one by Algo Alpha. Don't change the settings, leave everything the way it is. You will know exactly why before the end of this video. Now, this is not your regular trend indicator. This is much better. While most indicators will always follow the price direction and move in any direction the trend moves, this indicator accurately predicts where the price is heading, and that's why it's called zero lag. You don't only have to wait for the slow moving averages to catch up. Let me show you what makes it special. Here you have the trend ribbon that changes color. When you see the ribbon moving in a red color, it represents a bearish market, meaning that the market is moving in a downtrend. And when you see the ribbon moving in a green color, it means that the market is bullish and it's moving in an uptrend. And at the top of the ribbon, or below it here, you can see the line moving in the same direction, but more visible than the rest of the ribbon. Those are your slow moving average that works in partnership with the indicator. But that's not all. You see these arrows here. They are your new friends. The green arrow means the trend is reversing up, and the red arrow means it's heading down. See these tiny arrows along the ribbon? That's where the magic happens. They show you the perfect entries for market pullbacks. So if you miss the main move of the market at the reversal point, when price pulls back to the ribbon in a bullish trend and bounces, and at the same time you have green arrow appear below it, then that becomes your entry. And as you look at the right here, you can see what looks like a time frame table. It shows the current state of the time frames in bullish or bearish states according to the metrics of the indicator. Whenever you see the green or red arrows below or above the pullback, and you see all these time frame aligning in the same state at the same time, then that is a confirmation to enter the trade. For example, when the market is moving in an uptrend and it makes a quick pullback to the green ribbon, and then a green arrow appears below the pullback, and at the same time you see all these time frames in a bullish state, then that becomes a great time to enter the market. And when the market is moving in a downtrend and the market pulls back and touches the red ribbon, and then you see a red arrow below it indicating a potential entry, and then at the same time you see all these time frames in a bearish state, then that becomes a good entry to enter the market. But even as good as this strategy, it is still not all perfect. It also has some little flaws. Like when the indicator gave us a clear bearish reversal signal here to sell the market, but here the market failed to reverse and instead move upwards. And also here, when the indicator gave us a bullish reversal signal telling us that the market will rise up, but at the end the market continued in the former trend direction and kept falling. And here you can also see various pullback errors. But in all of these, do not panic, be anxious for nothing. Although this indicator has some flaws, but the good side, outweighs the flaws 1,000 times. And because this is Tradingtrybe, we have created solutions for all the flaws. Pay very close attention to all these if you want to enjoy this indicator. So the first strategy we are going to be working with is the reversal strategy, and it's very simple. But before I explain how we are going to trade the reversals, I want you to first of all forget all about any information from this time frame table, as we are not going to be making use of them. So, to trade the perfect reversal of the market using this indicator, we are going to be following 3 steps. First of all, we wait for the indicator to give us the reversal signal, which is this big arrow. So here you can see the big red arrow, which signals a bearish reversal, and the big green arrow, which signals a bullish reversal. And when we see the big arrows, we don't enter a trade immediately. We wait for 2 more steps. Now, using a bearish reversal as our reference, the next thing you want to see after the big red arrow is the indicator beginning to move in red ribbons. And when the market does that, it gives you more confidence and assurance of a possible reversal happening. And after that has happened, the second step is to wait for the market to pull back to the red ribbon, making sure that the market did not trade out of the red ribbon. If the market trades out of it, then the setup has become invalid, and we look for another. But if the market is still trading within the red ribbon, we wait for the third and final step, which is to wait for a bearish momentum candle to appear. And when the momentum candle appears, we take the trade, placing our stop loss above the momentum candle and our take profit targets at least 3 times the size of the stop loss. Now, let's see how the second strategy works, which is the trend pullback strategy. This strategy works in 2 easy steps. The first step is to wait for the market to pull back to the ribbon, the red ribbon in this case, making sure that price did not trade outside the ribbon. And if price trades outside the ribbon, then the setup becomes invalid. The second step is to wait to see a momentum candle to form after the pullback, and at the same time, you see the red arrow appearing above it. That is a pure indication for you to enter the trade. And from that point, you can enter a trade, placing your stop loss above the momentum candle, and your take profit target at the next low, or at least 3 times the size of your stop loss, and then you will have a successful trade. Now, we are done with how the strategy works. Let's see a few examples of this strategies at work. So in this market, the indicator signaled a bullish reversal, and you already know we cannot take a trade, only because we saw a bullish reversal signal from the indicator. So we wait for the indicator to start moving in a green ribbon, and then let price pull back to it, which it did here. And when it returned, notice that it did not move outside the ribbon, it stayed inside. And from there we can see a bullish momentum candle formed after the pullback, so we can take a trade, placing our stop loss below the bullish momentum candle and our take profit target at the next high, or 3 times the size of our stop loss. And as you can see, this trade was a successful one. Alright, now, in this other example, we can see that the market was already moving in the green ribbon, signaling a moving uptrend. So we expect this pullback here. And notice how it did not break out of the green ribbon, so it is a valid pullback. And after that, we can see a bullish momentum candle formed, and at the same time, a green arrow at the bottom of it, indicating that we can enter the trade. So we enter the trade, placing our stop loss below the momentum candle and our take profit target at the next high, or at least 3 times the size of the stop loss. And here we have it, another successful trade. Now, 2 more examples on the bearish side. So here, you can see the market moving in an uptrend, and all of a sudden, we have a bearish reversal signal, signaling that the reverse is coming. So we wait for the indicator to start moving in red ribbons, and after that, we wait for the pullback to it. And when it has pulled back, we wait to see a bearish momentum candle to appear. And when it has appeared, we can enter the trade, placing our stop loss above the momentum candle and our take profit target at least 3 times the size of our stop loss, and as you can see, the trade was a successful one. Now, when you look at this bearish movement here, you can see that the indicator was moving in red ribbons, which signals that the market is moving in a downtrend. And after that, we can see a pullback here, touching the red ribbon, and then the market formed a momentum candle. And at the same time, the indicator also formed a bullish arrow entry signal, which gives us access to trade the market, placing our stop loss above the momentum candle and our take profit target at the next low. And as you can see here, the trade was also successful. Now, this indicator is free to use on TradingView, and if you follow all the process that I have laid out, you will make good amount of profits from the market. Now, in this video that will pop on your screen right now, I taught and explained all the best trading indicators that works, how they work, and their various strategies. Okay, I will see you there, my tribe soldiers.